RSI 14 is 85 and the stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, but may also continue to gain. Some stocks see their best performance while being overbought, but very seldom does RSI remain so high for a long time without short corrections. Risk has therefore increased and larger daily movements can be expected over the next couple of days. Big movements in transenterix Incorporated stock price on Friday, moving 20.53% between high and low. Updated on January 15, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since November 12, 2020 gained 389.36%. The transenterix Incorporated stock price gained 4.02% on the last trading day, Friday, 15 January 2021, rising from $1.99 to $2.07, and has now gained 4 days in a row. It will be exciting to see whether it manages to continue gaining or take a minor break for the next few days. During the day the stock fluctuated 20.53% from a day low at $1.90 to a day high of $2.29. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 231.2% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by -7 million shares and in total, 49 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $101.96 million. You should take into consideration that falling volume on higher prices causes divergence and may be an early warning about possible changes over the next couple of days. The stock has broken the very wide and strong rising the short-term trend up, and an even stronger rate of rising is indicated. For any reaction back there will now be support on the roof on the current trend broken at $1.31, a level that may pose a second chance to hit a runner. According to Fan Theory, $1.79 will be the next possible trend top level and thereby pose a resistance level that may not be broken at the first attempt. Signals and forecast. The transenterix Incorporated stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $1.59 and 80 cents. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, January 7, 2021, and so far it has risen 130.10%. Further rise is indicated until a new top pivot has been found. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Volume fell during the last trading day despite gaining prices. This causes a divergence between volume and price, and it may be an early warning. The stock should be watched closely. Support, risk and stop loss. transenterix Incorporated finds support from accumulated volume at $1.99, and this level may hold a buying opportunity as an upwards reaction can be expected when the support is being tested. This stock may move very much during a day, volatility, and with a very large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. During the last day, the stock moved 39 cents between high and low, or 20.53%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 25.77%. The transenterix Incorporated stock is extremely overbought on RSI 14, 85. Normally this may pose a good selling opportunity, but since the stock has broken the trend up, the chance for a major correction due to high RSI is very small, as the stock will find support at the trend broken. Our recommended stop loss, $2.01, minus 2.80%. This stock has very high daily movements and this gives very high risk. The RSI 14 is 85 and this increases the risk substantially. There is a buy signal from a pivot bottom found 6 days ago. Is transenterix Incorporated stock a buy? Transenterix Incorporated holds several positive signals, but we still don't find these to be enough for a buy candidate. At the current level, it should be considered as a hold candidate, hold or accumulate, in this position whilst awaiting further development. Current score, 0.000. Predicted opening price for transenterix Incorporated of Tuesday, January 19, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 19, 2021. Current price $2.09. TRXC is overvalued compared to its price of $2.07 per share, has below average safety, and is currently rated a hold. Recommendation, REC hold. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the vector vest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $2.07. Current value, 54 cents. TRXC has a current value of 54 cents per share, compared to a price of $2.07 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very poor. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. TRXC has an RV of 0.45, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS. Poor. RS is an indicator of risk. TRXC has an RS of 0.66, which is poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. TRXC has a relative timing of 1.41, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Fair. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. TRXC has a VST rating of 0.98, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, 95 cents. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. TRXC has a stop of 95 cents per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Very poor. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. TRXC has a C rating of 0.31, which is very poor on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. TRXC has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 7.00%, which VectorVest considers to be good. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. TRXC has a forecasted EPS of -54 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. TRXC has a PE of -3.83. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 62.75. A. Earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. TRXC has an A of -26.09%. This is below the current average of 1.59% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. TRXC has a GPE rating of -1.83. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. TRXC does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. TRXC does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. TRXC does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, Dividend Growth Rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. TRXC does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. TRXC does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. TRXC has an VGVAL of 15,298,742 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume of VGVAL 100. TRXC had a percent volume of 221.96% on Friday, January 15, 2021. Percent PRC. TRXC price changed 4.02% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. TRXC has annual sales of 2 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. TRXC has a sales growth of -60.00% per year. This is very poor. Sales per share, SPS, TRXC has annual sales of 3 cents per share. Price to sales ratio, PS, TRXC has a PS of 74.93. Shares, TRXC has 99 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. TRXC has a market capitalization of 206 million. Business sector. TRXC has been assigned to the healthcare business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. TRXC has been assigned to the healthcare, instruments, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.